Chief of the Hero League. What a nice surprise. Well, I can't really say I'm surprised. After all, your little group of heroes did pull me away in the middle of my afternoon yoga session. Rudely pulled, might I add. Now, before we begin, I have a couple of questions. First of all, why am I here? In the middle of an interrogation room, when I'm supposed to be having a mandatory therapist appointment? Dr. Aether will be so sad to have missed one of our daily little convos. We've gone quite close, Oh, officer, a bit violent today, are we? Maybe you need a mandatory session with Dr. Aether, although he is quite booked these days. My, officer. Getting handsy on the first date? At least take me out to dinner first before you start ripping my clothes off. Now that's more like it. I do like a nice little chat before getting to second base. So tell me, what's on your mind, Officer Chief of the Hero League? Oh? A tip about a breakout? So, who's the sneaky lucky dog that gets to leave this hellhole today? Me? No, most certainly not. How can it be me, officer? You wiped out my entire army and my resources when you captured me 3 months ago, remember? You pulled out a little laser gun on me and told me to halt and surrender. Though I do say, officer, you do know how to flatter a man. But sadly, I don't like being told what to do. I prefer being the one to order around. But for you, I might be able to make a few exceptions. Well, here we go again. Take it seriously, be proper, speak formally. Always with the formalities. Loosen up, officer. Do you know why I like you, officer? It's because you're no fun. You always go and talk all seriously, acting on the orders of the league, even though you are the chief. Everyone quivers at the sight of you. Nay, at the mere mention of your name, because of this tough act you pull. I've never seen you smile. And though I do believe you have the prettiest little smile. But back to my main point, you're so serious all the time. So calculative. So cold. And it just makes me so... It makes me so curious. What are you, officer? What takes this brain of yours? What makes you all so serious? When I first saw you marching into my little penthouse with that black suit of yours, wearing the most serious of expressions, that was when I really wanted to know. I remember, I've never seen you before that day. You seemed new, but the way you ran up to me and stabbed my little goons, thrusting your knife into their throats without the single bat of an eyelash, all before pinning me down. That right there was the moment I wanted to know you. You intrigued me, and I wanted nothing more than to know who this black masked figure was that could easily kill a man. Because from what I can remember, and my memory is quite sharp, Your group isn't supposed to kill. I mean, that's the golden rule, right? Etched in a golden plaque sitting right in front of your office are the words, "Blood shall never spill." But how could you stab my men? Just like that. You know, I wanted to. So badly. As you handcuffed me down, I wanted to rip your head right there and then. Just to examine it. A hero that kills without an ounce of remorse. I wanted to rip your scalp off with my teeth if I could. Grab a pair of surgical tools and just rip your brain, part by part, piece by piece, and place it under a microscope to examine. I wanted to dose it in resin, to preserve every part of you, every part of that interesting little brain of yours. And once I figured out the secret, once I figured out what made you so serious, do you know what I planned to do? Go ahead. Ask, officer. I said, ask, officer. I said, ask. What? Yes. That is the perfect question. What will I do once I uncover it all? What will I do once I find out what makes you tick? I will break you. I will shatter you. Destroy every piece of your oh so serious brain. Rip it apart and tear out that tick, and then I will consume you. And then I will rebuild it all up again, piece by piece, you know, like an artist remaking one of his many masterpieces. I will craft your brain, picking up all the destroyed pieces and throwing out all those annoying bits. And then I will build you anew. Build you oh so perfectly. I will be Picasso, and I will make you my masterpiece. I will show you insanity. Make you lose that serious side. I will paint your brain and thrust you into a world of madness. And you will come out a piece, a part of me. I sound so sure. Oh, officer, that's because I am. You know, do you know why I was kept in the basement? Why a powerless, albeit psychotic, villain like me was trapped under with those mutants? I mean, you've got to think about it. I've only used weapons, gadgets, and my goons. Money is the only power that I possess, but in this world, in the villain world, that's kinda useless, isn't it? After all, what would money do if you had the power to create, manipulate, and force people to hand it over with the snap of your fingers? So, with all that said, why did everyone fear little old me? Tisk, that won't do now. Struggling is useless. What am I? I am your freedom. Sleep tight, officer. Have a good one.